Thanks for sticking with us for breaking the news on this Friday. I'm Kent Erdahl in for Jana tonight. Life on the water will soon require an extra step for Minnesota boaters. In a little more than 3 weeks, anyone born after June 30th, 2004 will need an operator's permit to drive a watercraft like a boat or a jet ski. Today, Jessica Hart dove into the change and the reaction it's getting on local lakes.
Hey Ken, I talked with people who work on Lake Minnetonka every day and they've been waiting for this to happen. They say it'll improve safety and they're hopeful people will be more cautious out on the water.
Working at the docks is a lake lover's paradise.
Even though you're close to the highway, you get out on the water and it's just a whole new experience.
Coral Anderson with River Valley Marine knows how busy Minnesota lakes are in the summer.
I've been out on a Saturday before and you can't go fast at all. You got to kind of cruise between people.
But not everyone takes it slow.
I think this new law is great. I think that it'll create a lot of education and a lot more safety on the water.
The law she's talking about goes into effect on July 1st and will require 18 to 21-year-olds to have a permit to operate motorized watercrafts.
We have over 800,000 registered watercraft in this state. We are in the top 5 nationally.
Robert Gorecki with the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources says the goal is to keep people safe.
The last 2 years, in 2024 and 2023, we've seen historic lows in boating fatalities. But in 2021, we saw historic highs, and we really want to continue that downward trend.
To continue that downward trend, the law will require anybody born after July 1st, 1987 to have a permit.
We've all been kind of wanting this for a while, and I think it's a good thing for everybody.
Dave Briggs owns Wayzata Marine and has waited years for this to happen.
The more that we educate people, the safer we can be, the more people can enjoy the lakes and the rivers and just be safe and have a great time.
Making the water safer, so working at the docks always feels like paradise.
Something Robert with the DNR mentioned was that Minnesota was one of the few states remaining that didn't require adults to have a permit, and he understands it's a big change, which is why they're phasing in the age requirement.
And Jessica, you talk about phasing in and a big change. For a lot of Minnesotans, this might be news to them when they get out on the water in a few weeks. So how are they going to be enforcing this?
Right, so Robert says that they're really focusing on education for this first phase. He says every situation will be different, but they're working with the sheriff's office to really educate people who might not know about this change.
All right, sounds good, Jessica. Thanks.